Good morning, everyone. In the last video, we have understood the FC-TCR type SVC, fixed capacitor and thyristor controlled reactor type SVC, static wire compensator, and its power circuit, including its approximate design. For example, in the FC-TCR type SVC, if you want to provide the capacitive compensation, so let us consider fixed capacitor of 100 MVAR and the variation in the load is taken as 50 to 60 MVAR. Therefore, we need to provide the capacitive compensation with excess power. Excess reactive power can be suppressed by a thyristor controlled reactor of rating 60 MVAR. But in practical, it is not suitable for the practical applications. Why? Because the reactive power requirements or variations are varying from leading reactive power to lagging reactive power. So we need to provide the leading as well as lagging reactive power supply to the system. So therefore, we need to have the TCR of rating more than fixed capacitor rating. So that is more than 100, approximately 120 MVAR or 130 MVAR. In that case, we can provide the reactive power compensation is of minus 32 plus 130. Minus 30 means lagging reactive power supplied by the SVC, and plus 130 or plus 100 means 100 MVAR leading reactive power can be supplied by the SVC to the system to control the voltage all over the network and other sort of compensations like transient stability improvement, power oscillation damping, etc. So in this case, if you provide 130 MVAR TCR rating, so then TCR size will be bulky, and the harmonics injected by the SVC will be very high, and total harmonic distortion will be increased to a higher value, so unaccepted value. So and hence we need to provide lagging and as well as leading reactive power, positive or negative, so with the help of bulky TCR, and hence you need to provide the compensation of lagging and leading. Therefore, it is not suitable for most of the applications. Then we will go for TSC-TCR type SVC. In the last class, we have already discussed the power circuit of the FC-TCR type SVC and its VI characteristics as well as reactive power demand versus reactive power supply characteristics also. So same thing will continue here also. So from that point we will discuss further. So this is the previous class discussion. So you have considered the FC-TCR type SVC, So in which we considered that a system is comprised of a generating station of 11 kV, step up transformer, and then step down transformer, load, and here from ME medium voltage we have step down transformer 11 kV, and this is the SVC. So this is the rating, Q rating. Q derivation already we have discussed it. Now let me discuss about VI characteristics of FC TCR type SVC. This is the power circuit of FC TCR type SVC. Here ISV is the total current supplied by the SVC, and IC is the capacitive current, IL is the inductive current, TCR current. This is the function of alpha, and this is the calculation of QC. Reactive power supplied by the compensator is V rated square divided by XC, where V rated or terminal voltage is not constant during fault conditions. It will be reduced to a very low value, and hence the reactive power support by the SVC will be a very low value during fault conditions. Coming to VI characteristics of SVC. So this is the QL demand, QC demand on the x-axis. Y-axis is reactive power supplied by the SVC, and this is the QC, fixed reactive power compensation by the FC, and this is the QL, is a function of ILF alpha into V supply voltage. The summation of these two gives you the exact reactive power. Q is equal to QL minus QC is the reactive power supplied by QSVC. So up to some point here it is supplying leading reactive power. After that point it is supplying lagging reactive power. During voltages more than the required voltages, it supplies the inductive reactive power, lagging reactive power. When voltage is lower value than the nominal voltage or 1 pu per unit voltage, then it supplies the capacitive reactive power Q. For example, 1 pu it will not supply, the compensator will not supply any reactive power. 0.8 it is supplying leading reactive power. 1.2 it will supply the lagging reactive power. Like that, these characteristics are QD versus Q output characteristics of the SVC. This is the slide number 4. FCTCR type SVC. Coming to the next part, FCTCR type SVC control circuit. So now we will discuss about control circuit of the FCTCR type SVC control circuit. So in the control circuit, very first one is IC is the capacitive current. IC is the capacitive current, and IQ reference is the reference reactive current or reference susceptance B reference given to summer or comparator. The comparator will generate the deviation between IQ reference and IC. So that is nothing but, so you will get the required reactive current from this loop. This is one of the function of your control circuit. Required current from the SVC is obtained from here. I SVC is obtained here. So this ISVC is obtained from this comparator. So is it ISVC? So the current ILF alpha is the required TCR current from the SVC. In ISVC, particularly, you are interested in fundamental TCR current, which is a function of alpha. So therefore, the IC is the total capacitive current is calculated from the SVC, fixed capacitor. IQ reference is calculated from the system requirements, that is reactive power required for maintaining terminal voltage equal to 1 pu. So from the reactive power you can obtain the IQ reference. So from the Q reference you can get the IQ reference. From the Q reference you will get the IQ reference. So Q reference is corresponding to V equal to 1 pu. Rated voltage must be maintained equal to 1 per unit during all load conditions. That is the required condition for controlling the SVC. This is very important and foremost function of your SVC. Now, coming to next function of your FCTCR type SVC control circuit. So this ILF alpha is the fundamental TCR current obtained from the loop. So from this current there is a relation between this is the function of alpha. So K into some constant into function of alpha. Exactly it is defined like this: ILF alpha equal to V by omega L into 1 minus 2 alpha by pi minus sine 2 alpha by pi. So this is the ILF is the function of alpha. V is known, L is known. From the design you can obtain the L value. So which was discussed in the last video. So therefore now alpha is unknown. You need to find out alpha from the ILF value. So ILF value is obtained from the loop. So this is known value. All are known except alpha is unknown. So this is not a simple equation to solve. So therefore from the lookup tables or program you can solve the alpha value from known ILF value. That is the next required computation of your control circuit. So you need to compute the alpha value. That means the known current is converted into alpha, firing angle alpha, in synchronism with the system. Therefore PLL is the phase lock loop synchronizing and timing circuit, which will get the input from the voltage source of the power system. Bus voltage is measured here. So and from the bus voltage it will generate the signal in synchronism with the system voltage, and given to this block, from which you can obtain theta dot, which is adjusted value for for generating the firing pulses from the firing pulse generator. So this is another function of your control circuit. This firing pulse generator will generate the pulses and gives the signal through optocouplers to the thyristors, anti-parallel combination of thyristors of the TCR. So like that, we'll have the control over FC TCR type SVC. So this is the overall control circuit of your FC TCR type SVC, which comprised of the computation of your ILF alpha from the IQ reference, and then generating the synchronizing and timing signal, signal in synchronism with the system voltage, and here conversion of or computation of alpha from the known value of ILF alpha from the relation given in this equation, and then so in synchronism with the system, firing pulse generator will generate the pulses and gives the signal to the pulses using optical fibers to the anti-parallel combination of thyristors of TCR. This is the FC TCR type SVC power circuit. This is the control circuit of the FC TCR type SVC. If you summarize all the functions of your FC TCR type SVC, very first one, so we will summarize again: synchronizing and timing signals during fault conditions. So while fluctuations will occur in the voltage, in general AC voltage is measured here and given to the PLL circuit, which will generate the synchronizing signals to the control circuit. That is the first function. So second function, reactive current to firing angle converter. So that is ILF alpha is known, alpha is unknown. From this equation, you can obtain the alpha value from the lookup tables or computer program is used to compute the alpha value from the known ILF value. So this is the second function. So third function, finding the ILF alpha value from IQ reference value from the comparator. So this is the comparator. This is the third function. First function, second function, third function, last one, providing the thyristorized pulse generation and firing the TCRs by using optical fibers. So this is the fourth function, generating the firing pulses and firing the thyristors through optocouplers. This is the fourth function. So in summary, we can have the summary of your control. So first function is to generate the synchronizing timing signals in synchronism with the system voltage and obtaining the alpha from the known ILF. This is the second function. Third function, IQ. From the IQ reference, obtain the ILF alpha. And the fourth function, to generate the firing pulses appropriately to the anti-parallel thyristors. So this is the control of your FC TCR type SVC of the system. Here again, this TCR will become bulky, so approximately 130 MVAR. So in general, FC TCR type SVC you have 130 MVAR of TCR rating and 100 MVAR of fixed capacitor rating. So in which you can obtain from minus 30 MVAR to 100 MVAR. So this is capacitive, this is inductive. It is possible. So in the inductive also, so we can have TCR firing is valid to get from 0 to 30 MVAR. So therefore minus 30, minus 20, minus 10, plus 10, plus 20, like that you can control up to 100 MVAR. So therefore, by providing the control for a long transmission line, so from no load to full load it is operating. Therefore, from no load also you can provide minus 30, and hence you can strictly maintain the bus voltage V2 equal to 1.0 pu all the time by using FCTCR type SVC. But of course here 130 MVAR is the capacity of the TCR, so therefore the THD injection to the system is very high. This is the disadvantage of your FCTCR type SVC. Today I will conclude here, that is the total harmonic distortion of the FCTCR type SVC is very high, which is highly undesirable, and hence we are going for TSC-TCR type SVC, design of TSC-TCR type SVC and its design of control circuit for obtaining the advantages over FCTCR type SVC. So thank you one and all.